Charlie Briggins came home from his business trip to Japan and announced to the household that there was an important party they were hosting to rub shoulders with some influential VPs. Kalyani was tasked with the party details, as usual, while the rest were warned to be on their best behavior. The whole time Charlie gave his speech, he did not notice Kalyani nor Isabella's transformation. He continued his speech on decorum and propriety when he finally noticed Isabella's overwhelming changes. He circled around Isabella for a full view. He told her abruptly that he didn't want to know, and that frankly, he didn't care to know what happened. But she needed to get herself together, or she was not invited to the party.
If anyone sees you running amok in the house, you are to tell them you are helping Kalyani in the kitchen. And for the love of Plumbup, do not tell the company you're my daughter, Isabella. Is that understood?
Humberto was making a beeline for the door when Charlie noticed him.
You there! Where the devil do you think you're going?
I'm meeting my friend Alex for beer.
To the pub, are you?
Yes, the pub.
Good. I'm coming too. These women will be my downfall, I promise you. Come on, boy. This friend of yours wouldn't be Alex Rosebrook, would it?
Yes, the very one. Do you know him?
Why, of course, my boy. He works for me. Any friend of yours, Humberto, is a friend of mine. Besides, it will give me an opportunity to, get to know him. Great idea.
Isabella was left feeling indignant, Sophia pleased, and Kalyani sympathetic to Isabella's plight. Isabella seethed and told Kalyani she didn't need her pity, and implied her mother was a llama. She then ran to her bedroom disheartened at her father's flippant reaction to her changes. Once again she grabbed her burlap companion and said, "You were a bad boy, Daddy." Charlie, Humberto, and Alex went to the local pub for a round of drinks and a game of Don't Wake the Llama. Charlie really liked Humberto, perhaps because he felt he was the only normal person left in the house save his wife Sophia. The fella spoke of generic topics like weather and travel. Charlie's upper crust friends joined them whilst they drank, laughed, and played. Charlie was asking to play a round of Don't Wake the Llama with his friends, Clara, Mila, and Ugo, which gave Alex and Humberto a chance to catch up alone at the bar. "How is your house coming along, Alex?"
It's kind of on pause for the moment. I've been, busy with Jade.
Well, that is good, right?
Very. Hey, do you mind me asking how it's going with you? Last we talked, it was, complicated.
Still is. Very complicado.
Mind if I give you a word of advice?
Of course, amigo.
Look, I don't know very much about your story, but you seem like an honest and humble guy. If you don't dig the sister, why not break it off, man?
Because... Humberto was interrupted by a horrid scream that came from the Don't Wake the Llama tables. Charlie began to feel insurmountable heat and pain from literally nowhere. He ran to the bathroom to splash water on his face, hoping to alleviate the pangs of fire that consumed him. He became increasingly uncomfortable and started yelling at everyone, as was his hot-headed nature.
"Now that's the Charlie Briggins I know at work,"
proclaimed Alex. Charlie screamed,
"Someone! Anyone! Get me water! So hot! So hot!"
and passed out on the floor. Humberto helped him back on his feet, but Charlie was truly mortified when the pub owner asked him to leave the premises immediately for disorderly conduct. The other patrons were leaving because of Charlie's display. Humberto and Alex stepped in and helped Charlie gather his belongings and walked him outside.
I don't know what came over me. It must have been that meal that horrid creature prepared for us tonight,"
exclaimed Charlie, trying to deflect the blame on poor, unsuspecting Kalyani. Humberto was incensed by Charlie's comment, threw Charlie against the wall, and retaliated.
"Let me make myself abundantly clear so that your non-existent brain cells can keep up with the words I have for you. The fact that you are incapable of showing your daughter Kalyani the respect and decency of utilizing her true name infuriates me. Your daughter, Kalyani, the one you rejected at birth because of so-called deformities, is a human being with more warmth and decency than the rest of your family combined. What's so ironic to me is that you all think Kalyani has deformities, but in truth, the entire Brigands clan, excluding Kalyani, are deformed to the very core of their character. How dare you! Do not interrupt me. If you, or anyone else, calls Kalyani a creature one more time, so help me Creator, you will not live long enough to say it twice. Are you threatening me, you gypsy fool? No! I'm promising you. Vamonos, Alex. Hey man, I didn't know Kalyani was Charlie Brigand's daughter. No one knew. I hated working for that dude before. Now I really want to quit. Damn. Also, what was up with that creepy voice of yours?
Humberto and Alex went on their way, leaving Charlie to fend for himself. Charlie kept quiet the rest of his ride home, all the while grateful he survived Humberto's confrontation. Concurrently back home, Isabella cachinnated her wicked laugh over her burlap friend. "Aw, was itty-bitty daddy feeling hot and bothered tonight? Rest up. Perhaps tomorrow will be a better day. Daddy." So, I know you guys are wondering what the catnip with Humberto's creepiness. I will have to say that I'm not at liberty to discuss right now what that all means, because I feel like, and not because I don't want to, but I feel like if I tell you what that means right now, it's just so convoluted that, not that you guys don't have the capacity to understand it all. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that the storyline gets so convoluted towards the end that it's almost easier to let the story progress and let the story tell you what it is. And then you'll be like, oh, that's what it is. But I'm kind of setting up the story for the end. So I really want to ensure that everything ties together, and like this had to happen. I feel like Humberto was at a point where he is just tired of people picking on Kalyani, and quite honestly, Kalyani, even though she's at a point where she's doing better, like self-esteem wise and everything, but I don't feel like she's at the point where she can completely stand up for herself yet. I think that she wants to get there, but I don't think that she's ultimately there yet. And so I'm just going to pretend these are her friends. And yeah, we can put that there. So anyway, I know you guys are, WTF when that came out, like completely out of the blue. I like keeping you guys on your toes, but I just feel like I can't really tell you too much more. I know that's lame, but just stay tuned, because more craziness will definitely ensue, and everything is about to unfold and unravel, so to speak. And so we can expect more of Humberto's story. I feel like we're kind of, anyway, just focusing on Kalyani and the whole Isabella thing. And what is this? How cute is that? Ooh, that's so bright though. No, too bright. What is this? I know it's a baker's neon sign, but I like it. I do. Also, I'm interested in hearing what you guys feel about Isabella now. She is becoming unhinged. You can clearly see that she's not well in the upstairs brain department, but we can, I want to put in a cute little, yes, maybe let's put it over here. And if no, yeah, let's do it there. What were we talking about? Charlie? No, Isabella. Yeah, she's definitely just losing it. She's not doing well in the upstairs department. Okay, I think this room is looking exquisite. I don't know what that word means, but it means beautiful, I guess. We'll make it up. High five, fist bump. Yeah, we should. We should. Maybe a white one? I feel like everything is so white. Ooh, how about this one? Oh, come on, lamp. There's more than one way to skin a cat. There you go. Love her room. Just love it. Yes, just yes. Am I missing anything? I know it's super yellow. I don't know. Should I make the walls green? I don't know. I think I'm going to leave it alone because I'm going to just keep messing with it, and it's going to be a hot mess if I keep messing with it. So, yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. In fact, our girl Callie is sleeping on the sofa, so let's have her come to bed. Let's check her out while she does that. Come on, Callie, you can do it. But I really, really loved, I must have watched this episode, like the video story portion of it, literally 6 times. Because look how cute she looks in her room. Because I really enjoyed seeing Humberto stick up for Callie. I really, really, really enjoyed that part. And I'm really getting into, so a lot of the extra stuff that you see, like the Charlie's his head issues, I'm going to get rid of, actually put all this stuff into the inventory because we're going to make this a party room for the next episode. And then we can put it all back once it's done. But the light that was the heat source from the voodoo that Isabella was displaying, or you know, whatever bad juju she was sending Charlie, those are actual like PNG images that I find Googling. So I just Googled like red glow flare or something like that, PNG, and you can Photoshop them into your images. So it's really about really thinking like outside of the box when it comes to I want decorations, I think. Or do I want all? Yeah, this is what I want. So the other thing that I did, Humberto's eyes are custom content. And if I can find where I got it, I don't have very much custom content, so it shouldn't be difficult to find. I'll link it in the description down below. And if you don't see it this Friday, you'll see it eventually. Or just send me a private message, either in YouTube or on Twitter, and I'll make sure that I share that link with you. And that's really a lot of all the behind the scenes that I have. You know what I want to do? I may want to put balloons and such here, so I'll put that there for a second. I know they have, so I think last episode, I'm trying to think what I know I did a PNG. Oh, so Isabella, when she walked in on her mom and Eliza, there was a flashlight in one of the photos. That was a PNG. So what PNG is, it removes like the solid background and it just isolates the item that you want. So when you put it on a film or a photo in Photoshop, it doesn't cover the entire photo. It just, oh, you know where I started using it? I started using it in Isabella's change, her very first change scene, where she has the pregnancy test on the sink. That's actual PNG. It's a real pregnancy test image that they PNG'd, and I was able to download it and put it in the photo. So it's really handy for simlet storytelling and things like that, where the system has limitations, the game has limitations. You can just bring in some of the objects that you need via Google PNG. So anyway, that's a little fun thing for you guys to know. Alright guys, I think we are set up for our next shindig. One thing that I do want to do, that I may do on Wednesday, and if I do, I can edit this out. I do want to do the music school for Humberto as a custom created club, so we can do that together in the upcoming episode. So today we just rearranged some rooms around for our next setup, and I wanted to do it together, so that was fun. And do let me know what you thought about this episode. Like I said, this is probably my favorite episode so far. I loved Humberto's passion. I loved how he defended. You know what? This is bothering me. Let's put in a new one. Let's put in a brand new one, because that just didn't go at all. Ugh, our ceiling. Oh, you know what? Do these have black and white in them? Oh, that is so pretty. Is that right in the middle where it should be? Yeah. That is actually kind of stunning. Is that in the middle where it should be? I almost want another one. Makes it look like a grand circular thing. Oh my goodness, I like this room. I feel like whoever's going to sit there, though, is going to hit their head. So I might move these chairs over a little bit. There. Okay, gang, let's wrap it up for the day. Please note that Alex's story, Humberto's New Friend, is an actual legacy simlet written by our friend Citizen Erased 14. Super exciting news is that our very own Humberto is guest appearing in her story. So do check it out. It's amazeballs, and it's so cool to see him in other people's stories. So check it out. As far as Cursed Beauty is concerned, I would love to hear feedback from you. Tell me what you think about Charlie, Sophia, Isabella, and Humberto. Their character changes this week. Your comments really get me even more emotionally invested in the story for you. So let me know what you think. Anywho, I'm going to bid you adieu. Thanks for spending so much time with me this week. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you super, super soon. Bye.